As you read by the title on this video, this is going to be my miscarriage and rainbow baby journey. I wanted to own my story. But as much as I wanted to own it, I'm not strong enough to face the camera and see myself and say it. So, this is just going to be audio for now. Maybe one day I'll have the courage to turn on the camera and face it. But for now, this is the best I can do. The reason why I wanted to do this video was to show women that they are not alone. I know that helped me when I was in this journey, and I wanted to share my story. There is no right or wrong way to go through this. How do you mourn for someone that you love with all your heart, but have never met? There is no answer. But here's my story to show you that you are not alone. You would think having an unexpected pregnancy out of wedlock at 24 would be a scary situation. Not for me, not for us. We were so excited. My boyfriend at the time was working at a doctor's office, so it was so easy for us to get seen by an ultrasound tech. And there, we saw our little jelly bean. Our little jelly bean. We were so excited, we started telling the whole family. I started getting a little spotting, which I didn't think much of it. After all, I wasn't having a period. Until one day at work, I had a gush of blood come down my legs. I ran to the bathroom and headed straight to the emergency room, where I was told I was having a threatened miscarriage and I needed to stay in bed rest for the health of our baby, which I did. Of course, anything for this baby. I stayed in bed rest. The only time I would get up would be to use the bathroom. Until that day, I got up to use the bathroom and I felt so nauseous, so dizzy, and I knew something was wrong. We headed to the emergency room where it was confirmed I had lost our jelly bean. I was shocked. How did I lose this baby? I was trying so hard to keep him safe. I started getting phone calls from family just saying how sad they were for what had happened to me. My brother had had the call and I couldn't answer. I didn't have the strength. I let it go to voicemail. After his call, I heard the voicemail, where he said that he was sorry for what had happened, but not to be hard on myself because miscarriages were so common. I was shocked. How are miscarriages common? I come from a Mexican family where people have kids on kids on kids. Every time someone has ever said they were having a baby, there was always a baby to show for it. And here I was, no baby. I was saddened to learn that miscarriages were so common. And for that reason, people didn't announce them after the 3-month mark, first trimester. I was sad. I was broken. Where was my baby? Life went on. We decided to try again, where we got our rainbow baby, our Sophia Maya, born November 1st, 2008. After my Sophia Maya, my boyfriend and I got married when she was 9 months. We enjoyed her as an only child for 3 more years, until we decided it was time for her to have a little sibling. When we finally found out we were pregnant again, we were so excited. We wanted to tell the world. But of course, we knew better, so we were going to wait 3 months. At 2 months, I started getting spotting. I was so scared. How could this be happening again? But we made it to 3 months, which we of course told the world about Sophia having a little sibling. They were all so excited for her and for us. At 4 months, I started getting blood clots just coming down my legs. I was sure I lost the baby. We headed to the emergency room where there was our baby, just wiggling away, perfect, still there. We're so happy. Headed back home. At 4 months and a half, I was taking a shower, getting ready for work. Sophia was taking a nap. I was shaving my legs, and I noticed blood. I had a razor, of course, I cut myself. Until I realized I didn't cut myself. I was so shaken. My husband was at work. I woke up Sophia and headed straight to the emergency room. And there, again, our beautiful baby just wiggling away, not knowing what was happening. Just wiggling, wiggling, wiggling. The nurse asked if I wanted to know the sex of the baby. I thought it was still too early. But she said, if you want to know, I can tell you. Of course I wanted to know. She told me, you're having a little boy. Oh, I was so happy. Sophia was having a baby brother. I went home and I begged. I prayed so hard. I asked God to please, please give me this baby, and I won't ask you for another. Please just give me this baby. A couple days later, I woke up to a gush of water down my legs. My water broke. This can't be good. Trying to think positive, I was just thinking maybe I was just gonna have to have a premature baby, and it's okay, baby's gonna be okay. We dropped off Sophia at my mom's and headed to the emergency room again. Waited forever to finally be seen by my doctor. He did an ultrasound, and there was my baby's heartbeat. He's still there. But the doctor said his heartbeat wasn't strong enough. They were gonna let him pass. They wanted me to just sit there and let him pass away. I was shocked. I begged the doctor to please take him out and save him. Please take him out and save him. They said in an hour they'll recheck. I was hoping, I was praying that if he would make it past the hour, they would see how strong he was and they'll save him. But at the hour mark, when they rechecked, there was no heartbeat. My baby was gone. I was devastated. How could this be happening again? I made it past the 3-month mark. This doesn't happen. They were gonna give me medicine to just wait for him to pass naturally. When he was finally coming, the doctor asked, do you want me to place him on your chest?
I have dreamt of holding this baby boy for so long, but not like this. Not like this. Please, not like this. I couldn't do it. So when he finally came out, they just placed him next to me. He was perfect. 10 fingers, 10 toes, a perfect little chiseled nose. He was perfect. He was ready. He just needed time. He just needed time. And I couldn't give that to him. I could just look at him, but I couldn't hold him. My sister came to check up on me and just saw him. Without hesitation, she just asked, "Can I hold him?" It broke my heart how she could just hold him and I couldn't. He was my son and I couldn't hold him. I couldn't hold him. The nurses asked if they could take pictures with me and him. I said no, I couldn't. They asked me to reconsider. I did. I finally agreed to do it. When we left home, they gave us a little memento box of pictures of him that I still to this day have not opened and seen. I can't. Even to this day, I can't. I only have his little urn in my house to remember him. Of that baby boy that could have been. Time passed. They say time heals. But for this case, it didn't. Time didn't heal. It just made it okay. I guess okay to continue. Just okay. Till we finally got our second rainbow. Our Olivia Mia, born November 27, 2012.
After my Olivia Mia was born, we were petrified to even think of having a third child. We had noticed the pattern. Miscarriage, baby, miscarriage, baby. I come from a big family. I have 4 older brothers and 2 younger sisters. I love having siblings, and I wanted that for my children. So we decided to try for a third. When we finally got pregnant, even though we were scared, we had so much hope. I was making it through my 3-month mark and scheduled my ultrasound appointment. My husband was going to be out of town, so it was just going to be me. That day, I was supposed to drop off Olivia at my mom's, but I decided to take her to the appointment. I was so excited for her to see her little sibling on the screen. As we were waiting in the waiting room, I was just thinking of how we were going to tell our family about this baby. When the ultrasound tech finally called me in, I sat Olivia right next to me holding my hand and just started glancing at the screen. The ultrasound tech kept moving the wand back and forth, back and forth. I knew what to see. A little flicker, a little wiggle. I saw none. As my heart sank, I just closed my eyes. Not again.
I said nothing. I waited for the ultrasound tech to tell me. She says maybe I'm earlier than I thought. I knew there was no way. It has been 3 months since I got that positive test. She asked me to wait in the doctor's room while she got my doctor. He came in and he said that I was having a miscarriage and my body didn't know. Here I am, fully pregnant, a full-on belly. I had just threw up that morning. I asked the doctor if there was just any way that there could still be a baby in there. He says no, there's no baby. He tells me the only way is for me to have a D&C because my body was going to continue with this pregnancy even though I had already lost the baby. He scheduled me an appointment in a week to go have a D&C. My insurance sucked, and the only place that would cover was a parenthood clinic. My appointment date came, and there I was, sitting in a Planned Parenthood clinic, all alone, looking around the room and wondering if these women were here to destroy their baby's life, or if they were in similar situations like I was. When the nurse called me back, I had to make sure to tell her that this baby was loved, this baby was wanted, but was gone. And when I finally got called back to have my D&C, I had to make sure to talk to the doctor, to tell him that I was not here to destroy this baby's life. I wanted this baby. I loved this baby. But there was no more baby. After I left, I felt empty. But I knew I wanted to try for a third. If there was a pattern of miscarriage, next one had to be a baby, right? So we tried. And we got our third rainbow baby, Mateo Noé, born October 12th, 2017.